All right. What is going on, everyone, on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another live stock market stream from the Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel and be tuning in for the first time, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button below and hitting that bell icon right beside it. That way you'll be notified every time we go live or upload another video stream for you guys. I know that bell icon's been acting up for a few of you all. I apologize for that. That's YouTube being YouTube. Not really helping us out too much. I don't get why they put it there if they're not going to notify you, but apparently there's still some glitching going on within the YouTube notification department, so I apologize for that. It's nothing on my end, but just wanted to let you guys know about that. And if you're not already in our Discord group chat, that's down in the description box. If you don't know what Discord is, it's an app you can download for any smartphone for totally free. Joining the group is totally free. I don't charge for anything associated with this channel. It's just a group chat with about 100 members or so in there, and we just chat up about where we think the market's going, what's going on, all that type of stuff. Just looking to achieve financial freedom at the end of the day. So if you're interested in that, that's down in the description box. But with that, market is pushing up this morning, trying to fill the gap. Obviously, we opened down a little bit. We keep bouncing right around 2,900. We got down to about 2,901 right out of the gate, and then we started pushing up, and I was like, okay, why are we pushing up? And I posted this in the Discord group chat, just the headline a couple minutes ago. It says, Trump pressures China to make a deal soon, or it will get tougher when he wins the 2020 election. Assuming that he does. Most of us with a brain believe that Trump is going to go ahead and win in 2020. Even the liberal media knows it, but different topic for a different day. But overall, just it pretty much says President Trump says that the talks are going good, as always. You notice he mentioned this. This article came out literally 1 minute after the market opened. So I guess Trump tweeted or something. Again, saying something about, this is the exact quote. Trump says U.S. doing very well in our negotiations with China. So I'm assuming it was a tweet or something, but we'll see what happens overall. Either way, I'm not in anything right now. We'll pull up the Tastyworks account. You can see it's saying I'm up 97.50 overall. That's before fees and commissions, and that's not on the day overall. That was from, I believe, yesterday's trades and Monday night. So we're up after fees and commissions like $87 overall over the or not 87. I forget how much actually. I have in Discord everything. All you guys know exactly like what my profits are, all that good stuff. And I'm about to go off on my dog if he keeps whining for no reason. But so we'll go over here. Actually, I just want to show you guys just the trades overall from recently. Let's see here. So those of you that tuned into the stream on the first, you know that we made a little bit of profit here, a little bit there. I mean, we were only doing like 3 to 4. We had a good little 6-point trade here. But for the most part, throughout the holiday, we were doing like 3 to 6-point trades. So, I mean, nothing major. This one wasn't too bad either. Again, about 6 points. So that was one from last night. The only trade I did last night, actually. Or did I do 2 trades? I guess I did. No, that was the overnight session where I caught the 2 a.m. Central Time pump up that seems to always happen at 2 a.m. when the European markets open up. So we capitalized on that. And then overall last night, only 1 trade. Market was kind of moving pretty sideways, about where it is right now, actually. I'm going to have to let my dog upstairs because he's like ridiculous if he's not around my fiance. But yeah, that was the only trade we did last night. Made just under $30, about 26 after fees and commissions. So we're pretty much back to where we were before we had the big red trade last week. We would have been up like $300 by now if it wasn't for that trade, but we're still up around $90 since starting to trade the micro E-mini futures this last week. So that's something I want to talk about too, but real quick, I'm just going to let this damn dog upstairs so you all don't have to hear him whine the whole stream. What he doesn't realize is the door's shut up there, so he's still not going to get in there. But anyways, I wanted to bring this up. We were talking about this in the Discord group chat just a little bit ago, actually. So when you're trading the micro mini futures, like, don't get down about, well, I'm only up $50 this week. I'm only up $25 this week, or I'm up $100 this week. It's like me, for example. I'm literally up. I started out with $800 even, so let's just round up. Say I'm up $88 after fees and commissions over my first week of trading, because I started trading these last Monday or Tuesday. I forget which day exactly, but pretty much a week ago now. And I'm up $88 net profit. So what you need to keep in perspective, this is the micro. This is 1/10 of the E-mini /ES. If those of you that are new and don't know anything about like futures and whatnot, this is the E-mini. This one costs about $7,000 per trade to get into. The micro is just 1/10. Just keep everything simple. It's 1/10. So it costs about $700 to get into this trade. Thus, your profits are going to be 1/10. So every 1 point that MES moves, you're going to make $5. We know that. And then for every 1 point ES moves, you would make $50. So you have to keep it all in perspective. So if I'm up $88 on the micro, what would I be up if I was trading the actual E-mini? $880 over that first week. So you just want to keep everything in perspective. Like me, for example, I'm going to be trading the micro E-mini futures for about a year is kind of what I'm thinking. And then if I prove over that year that I can consistently profit, hit my minimum thresholds for each month, each quarter, blah, 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 and just pretty much profit, if nothing else, throughout a whole year, then I'll go ahead and hop into the E-mini, and then that's where you really start seeing bigger profits. You can cover your profits a lot sooner. For example, with the micro E-mini, your fees and commissions are going to be a minimum around like $2.50, upwards of $5, depending on who you use. I use Tastyworks, of course. It's pretty much like $2.75 from open to close. I think like $2.74 to be exact, but somewhere around $2.75 for the whole trade. So you have to be up essentially half a point to 3/4 of a point just to break even on your. Man, we're really pushing up here, aren't we? Just to break even on your commissions, where on the E-mini, it's still roughly like on Tastyworks, for example, it's I believe like $4, $4 to $5, something like that for the E-mini. So let's say $5 even for an E-mini trade from open to close. 1/4 of a point is $12.50. So after a 1/4 of a point, you're already up $7.50 on that position. So with the E-mini, you're a lot more likely, at least I would be, to go ahead and just take my 2 point, 3 point profit here or there, versus with the micro, you're trying to squeeze out a little bit more. You would like to get 3 to 6, even 10 points of profit, because you're just wanting profit at the end of the day. You want to make a little bit of money. You don't want to just get $7.50 here, $5 there. I mean, profit's profit at the end of the day, but you just have to be a lot more tactical. We had a good conversation on Discord. Like, if you're not in there, definitely join that group. We had a good conversation just about, like, you have to be a lot more tactical with the micro mini. And that's why I think everyone should start with the micro mini at least for 3 to 6 months. Just prove to yourself that you can consistently profit on the micro for a minimum 3 to 6 months, if you can, a year. And then if you decide you like doing this and you're profitable doing the micro, then hop over to the E-mini. It's literally a simultaneous change. Like I said, I mean, they move identical. I mean, it's just, this is 1/10. That's all. So it's just something more affordable for newer traders, or traders with less capital, which is usually newer traders, of course. And I think anyone can trade these. I mean, if you wanted to literally just make it super simple, you could just buy on a sell-off, come back in a month or so, and your trade's probably going to be profitable 9 times out of 10, unless if we go into some deep recession or something. But we'll talk more about just all of that, like all the different ways of trading here in a little bit. But let me just make sure really quickly that we are up and going. And if you guys have any questions at any point, definitely feel free to shoot it out there in the chat. It looks like everything is doing good so far. Hopefully my microphone's working all right, not too loud, not too quiet. Man. So what I was waiting for earlier this morning, right out of the gate, we came right around 29.01. And I was like, we're so close to oversold. If we go oversold, I'll probably hop in. I mentioned in Discord, I was like, damn, why won't this market go oversold the last 24 hours? It gets super close to oversold, and then we bounce up, and we just did the same thing again. I didn't hop in. I stick to that's what has helped me the most trading these futures is I stick to my guns when it comes to my entries. Like I have a target entry, and if we don't go oversold or if we don't go overbought, I'm not going to enter a short or a long because it could still go either way at the end of the day. Now, obviously, right now, I wish I would have hopped in because I would have had about 11-point profit here over the last probably 15 minutes. Let's see here. So this started at 8:33. So yeah, about 20 minutes of trading would have made about $55, but it's not a big deal. There's so many points you can enter the market in. That's the beauty of these futures, guys. I don't stress this enough, I think, when it comes to trading futures. There's no PDT. So, I mean, those of you that are, I know a lot of you guys started following me from like my SPY options videos and streams. Like, yeah, those are good and all. Like, you can make really good money, but you can also lose your entire investment like that if you're not careful, as I stressed over and over. And I don't like that kind of uncertainty. I like being able to literally just say, okay, I think the market's going to go up from here. I think the market's going to go down from here. I don't got to worry about no bullshit Greeks, no theta, no Vega, none of this BS that I can't really control at the end of the day. I like being able to control my trades, control my investments, and thus I like futures a lot more. And now the other dog's going to start whining. We have a dog in heat because we drug our butts on getting her fixed. So she's having to be in her cage since we have a boy dog and he's trying to do the nasty with her. Let's see. So pulling back a little bit. So honestly, this is the kind of stuff the market's really been doing since Labor Day. Since Sunday night, I mean, we popped down all the way down to 28.89, which whatever, but we really just been stuck in this range over the last probably 2 days with the holiday and whatnot. For those of you that don't know really how the holiday works, just because the U.S. is in a holiday doesn't mean that the rest of the world is. I had to do a little bit of homework on that myself because I was like, oh man, the market's opened at 5 p.m. Sunday night. But then I remembered, oh yeah, Asian market's opening, European market's still opening. Just because USA has Labor Day doesn't mean the whole world's having Labor Day. So, but with that, we've been kind of in this range from right around, we'll just call it 2,900. You can call it 28.95 if you wish. But 2,900 up to about 29.12 to 20 at the highest of highs. I mean, you can see it's just been pretty damn stuck in this range. So we're up on the higher end of that range, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see if we can break it. Are we going to try to go neutral today, or are we going to get rejected? And I guess I'm going to let this annoying dog out because she's starting to kind of piss me off a little bit. So give me just a second once again. Okay, now that should be it for the dogs now. Gotta love our dogs, right? Man. Love-hate relationship sometimes. But to get a broader look at it, what we're talking about here. So like I said, upper range of right around 29.12. We did pop up to like 29.25 briefly on yesterday, right around like 5 in the morning Central Time. But other than that, with the exception of that, we're just, again, stuck in this little range right around 2,900 to up about 29. Let's call it 29.13. So like I said, wow, we just had a flush here. What just happened? So we just dropped about 5-6 points in a matter of a minute. So now it looks like we're getting ready to dump. So let's see if I might be able to enter my first trade of the day here before long. Probably going to go ahead and pull back up. Will not be surprised, but we'll see what happens. Again, I don't enter any position unless if we go over sold, It's cost me money here and there, but again, just stick to your trading style and just make your money. I mean, don't try to chase a trade just because it's what's going on at the moment. How's it going there, Sir Chew? Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm still in Texas. I'm still in Texas. I've been here now for about close to a year and a half now, actually. So, man, we are pulling back. Let's see. Watch, they're going to try to pull it up here now. 29.02. So we're probably going to retest 29.01. And there we go, down under 29. We're probably going to go down to 28.95 if I was a betting man. And we'll see if we break that or bounce right around it. Why I say that, you can see, actually we came down, I did not realize we came down here around 5 a.m., right around 28.94, but pretty much right around 28.95. That's where I think we're probably going to pull back to. Man, if this thing holds 2,900, it's a bit of a bullish sign, but I don't think it will. I think we're going to pull back to 28.95, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Sergio, still in Texas, still kicking it, still doing the thing down here. So we'll take a look here at the 15-minute. So we're already pulling back up. A lot of volatility this morning. And I mean, a lot of just mixed things going on with our charts. Mike, I don't know if Mike's watching right now. He's probably working, but was telling me about this DMI. Helped me get the DMI set up. And I mean, you can see even it's kind of trying to decide on a lot of these charts, actually. 30-minute chart, same thing. I think the 1 hour chart showing pretty close to the same thing. I mean, it's showing neutral, heavy neutral overall. I mean, we've just really been stuck in this range. And, man, I would like to see us either break to the upside or downside. That way we could have some sort of direction and maybe catch a good 10 to 20 point swing instead of just these little 2 to 6 points. But like I said, you got to kind of take what the market gives you. And we'll see overall what happens. Yeah. I'm trading cash now. I started trading the micro mini futures just this last week. I started with $800. We're up 88, essentially, we'll call it, over the last week. And to keep, like I said a minute ago, keep that in perspective. So with the micro mini futures, it's 1/10 of the E-mini. I'm about to strangle that dog if she doesn't shut up. But it's essentially 1/10 of the E-mini. So 1/10 the profit, all that good stuff. It moves the exact same as the E-mini. I mean, you can see same exact chart, just 1/10 again. So instead of it being $50 per point, you're getting $5 per point of profit. So like, yeah, I'm only up $88 the last week, but to keep that in perspective, that's equivalent to being up $880 essentially on the E-mini. So we're breaking down here. I'm probably going to go ahead and get ready to buy if we test 28.95. There we go, 28.95. There it is, 28.93. And I'm going to go ahead, damn it. And we already pulled back up some. So we'll see what happens. Okay, got a lot of shit going on. I'm just going to set it at right. Okay. Probably got in a little bit too early, but we'll see what happens. Up 10%. Yeah, essentially on the account we're up like 10%. So I'm in right now at 28.95. So we're pretty much right around break even currently. Going to be a lot of fluctuation. I always go ahead and get mine pulled up as if I'm closing it because I like to be able to go ahead and get in, get out as I need. So we're, I mean, it's going to move around a lot here in the next few minutes. So we're up about 1.5 points, up almost 2. So now we're up about $10 right now on this position. Commissions are 275, so you want to be up about 0.5 point to 3/4 of a point before you even remotely like decide what you're gonna do. But yeah, so pretty much, I mean, I'm kind of doing the same thing. So what I like about these compared to like those SPY options, Sertu, is you don't have that theta. I was talking about that a minute ago. Like I don't have to have the trade work in my favor like right now. I prefer for it to, obviously, go ahead and get in, get out, get my profit, move on with my day, which happens a lot of times. It usually takes 20 minutes or so for a lot of these trades to play out, but you just don't have to worry about all that theta and stuff. Like I could literally buy, I mean, if I wanted to, I could hold it. This one expires on, I think like September 19th, something like that. But, so we're still dropping a little bit here. And that always happens too. I notice whenever I buy these, a lot of times the market will usually drop a couple points further. I've been trying to do a little bit better on that recently. Trying not to go ahead and like quote unquote catch the falling knife, let it go ahead and fall, get some confirmation, then buy in. But what I was mentioning though is like, I mean, these expire, I believe the date is like September 19th, something like that. But like I could hold these for essentially 2 weeks, let it play out in my favor, and see what happens. And yes, you can day trade these without 25,000. That's the beauty of futures. There's no PDT. That's like another thing. So futures, there's no PDT. I mean, my first day I did like 6 to 10 trades, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I still try to I don't want to have a midterm trade. I like day trading these, just again, get my profit, get in, get out relatively quickly. But my point is like, since I don't have to worry about theta, don't have to worry about all those bullshit Greeks that you got to deal with options, I can afford to sit on a trade, let it play out. I don't like to, but I mean, as long as I look at the technicals and think, you know what, short term there might be pain or whatever the case may be. There might be some pain short term, but longer term, I think it's going to go up or think it's going to go down. Whatever the case may be, then I have the ability to hold that position because it's just as simple as, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? It's not, oh, was it going to go up this much by this date, by this, like none of that bullshit that you got to deal with options. I mean, honestly, I never, ever plan on trading options again. Compared to futures, options are I'll just say it, a fucking joke compared to futures. I mean, it's like trading, it's like penny stocks essentially. I mean, it's penny stocks with no knowns at all. I mean, there's people that make good money doing it, but good for them. It's just like penny stocks. There's people that make money doing it, but there's more people that don't than do. So, yeah, much safer, a lot better, a lot easier to manage your risk, I would say. Yeah. And I mean, that's what happens a lot of times is like, it's just options. Unless if you're like, there are safer options, but the amount of premium that you gotta like the amount of money you have to put up for those options, you might as well just go into futures. Because a lot of the quote unquote safer options, if that's what you want to call them, a lot of those more or less safer options, you're talking months out and they're going to cost hundreds if not close to $1,000+. So it's like, if you're going to trade that, you might as well just go on over to the Micro E-mini where you don't have to worry about all that BS. So we're having a little bit of an issue here. It looks like it's trying to build some support right around 28.93 to 28.94 again. But it looks like we keep getting rejected. I believe this is which EMA? 8 maybe? My 8 or 34. Let me get it pulled up here. I believe that's my 8 EMA. The purple line, if I recall. Yeah. So the 8 EMA, and we just popped up above it, it looks like. But the 8 EMA is kind of acting as a little bit of a pain in the ass right now. We get above that. Once we get above the 8 and 12 EMA, I notice we start to see a little bit more upside movement. We'll see what happens here. I'm probably not going to hold this position too long. I'm not too confident in the market today. I think we're going to end the day down roughly 2%. So as you can see, we got a little bit above that 8. We're up near the 12, having some issues right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might just go ahead and set my sell at like 28.97.50. It's not going to be a big profit. That'll be like a 12.50 profit, but I noticed too, I like trading, and honestly guys, I like trading in the evening session more. I mean, sometimes, obviously with low volume and whatnot, you get lower moves. Like it takes a while for things to play out. But I notice I'm a lot more patient when it comes to overnight trading versus during market hours for some reason. That's another area that I'm trying to kind of work on with my developing. You're always developing as a trader, as an investor, all that good stuff. And that's kind of what I'm working on right now. So you can see here we got rejected at the 12, back below the 8 again. So let's see. Another reason I decided to get in was because our DMI got pretty stretched for selling. We'll see what happens. So there we go again. Time to retest 28.93 probably once again. So that 8 to 12 EMA is being a pain in the ass right now. And I honestly think overall the market popped up this morning because of that Trump tweet, or I don't know if it was a tweet or what happened, but I mentioned it in our Discord group chat, and I mentioned it here on the stream a minute ago. It said, just in, Trump says U.S. is doing very well in our negotiations with China. He said that pretty much right as the market opened. I saw it at 8:31, so you can see pretty much smack dab from about 8:31. The market shot up a little bit. So it was short term, good news, but I think the market is really wanting to hear a date, so to speak, on when are we going to be sitting down having discussions with China. The market's tired of hearing we're doing good. We're obviously not. The market wants to hear when is a sit down, what's going to happen, Like the market's sick of the whole back and forth shit, essentially. So, and honestly, I know a lot of us are too. So hopefully our stream's doing alright. So we got a few of you tuning in. And if you're new to the channel and tuning in for the first time, definitely consider that subscribe button below. We'd love to have you here. And make sure to hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified when we go live. I plan on doing these live streams at least for like the next month. We just had a baby here a little bit ago, and I'm taking a month off of work. So while I'm taking that month off of work, I plan on doing these live streams with you guys for at least here throughout September. And then I still plan on doing a lot of live stock market streams, more so in the not overnight, but like 5 p.m. Central onward. Once I go back to work, I will do a lot of like futures live trading for the overnight sessions. So if you're a overnight futures guy, we'd love to have you in those streams. So we continue to get rejected by this 8 EMA. I might have to cut this one loose at some point because, like I said, I'm not really confident in the market today. We're down 31 points now. Take a look at our 1 hour. We use the 1 hour quite a bit. So you can see we broke the SMA. We've been using right around that 28.94 as a support for the longest. We finally broke it. It's probably going to act as a resistance now. So don't know if I'm going to hold this position or not. I was holding it just as a short term, trying to, because usually what happens is once we get these big flushes, we get a pull up to about what was our old support, which we had a support of right around 2,900 briefly throughout the morning. So that's kind of what my thought process was on that trade. We hopped in at 28.95 since that had been our support. Pretty much caught this as it was falling, so to speak. Looked like we were building that support right around 28.95. So we're looking at a 5-point profit was the target. We're pretty much right at where we entered right now. And we still could. We might have a little double bottom here, but we keep making lower highs and lower lows. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm leaning more towards a short side after this trade. We'll see what happens. I might end up losing just a few dollars on this trade. It depends if we can break out of this 8 to 12 EMA, then I think we fill the gap up to 2,900. But again, it's not a very big profit, just a little bit of a scalp this morning. But again, to keep all that in perspective, 5-point profit on the micro is $25. 5-point profit on the E-mini, that'd be $250. So it's part of trading with smaller money. Smaller money, smaller results at the end of the day. But like I said, I like it because it makes you become more of a, it makes you become more tactical about your trades. You don't just simply hop in, try to get 1 point and hop out, like I know a lot of E-mini traders do, because 1 point on the E-mini is $50. So I mean, you could literally just scout 1 point if you wanted to, I guess, all day long. But with the micro, it forces you to kind of use your head knowledge a little bit, use some tactical trades. Man, and they keep trying to hold it below this EMA really hard. So at 28.96, we're up a point, which is up $5. That at least covers trades, commissions, and I think I'd actually be up about $2.25 at that point, which I might just have to settle with because, like I said, I'm not too confident right now in the overall market. Let's see. So now we're up. We're up about close to 2 points. So again, I'm just reiterating everything for everyone because I know a lot of people are still new to the micro E-mini futures. So like right now we're up about 2 points. 2 points is a $10 profit. 2.25 is $11.20. Just pretty much every tick. What you just need to know is every tick is a quarter of a point. So what's a quarter of $5? $1.25. So every quarter of a point, we're gaining $1.25 of profit or losing $1.25 of profit. That's something to keep in mind. And that's why I usually just refer to points, whole points, because it's just easier. $1.5 versus we're up 2.25. That's $11.25 or now $12.50. So. Man, that dog is getting really annoying. So I'm probably going to go ahead and cover just because, like I said, I'm not too confident in this trade. I'll probably just set my limit at 28.98, maybe even 29. So we're going to test the 12. We'll see if we hold it. So if I sold at $28.98, that's essentially $15 of profit after fees and commissions, like $13 or $12.25, something like that. But so our DMI, the red is starting to pull back a little. I like looking at our 5-minute chart a bit too. It's a little on the iffy, so let's see. God, that dog is ridiculous, man. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be setting that limit. would like to get my 2900. I think we're going to get up to 2900. That'd be our 34 EMA, I believe, is where I set it. Or yeah, 34. We'll pull up to 34 EMA is what I believe, but you can see we've been having a lot of issues right around that 12 EMA, 8 to 12. So, just taking our time. So the market's been open for about an hour now. I don't usually, you guys know too, I usually do not like to quote unquote like place trades a whole lot that first hour trading, just because we do have a lot of movement going on. You can make a lot of money in that first hour, but I tend to kind of just stay out and let the market kind of decide what it wants to do. And then from there, I tend to decide to place my trades based on the market direction at that point. Talking about with futures, of course. So, let's see. So we're up to 28.98. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's look at our timing cells. Doesn't really tell the tail. So yeah, I'm probably gonna set my limit at 28.98. And I always do this, and as soon as I do this, the market tends to pop up like another 5 points. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover that profit. Just a small 3-point gain. Oops, I didn't know that I had my Trader TV on. Let's just pause that. Let's just get that off, as a matter of fact. Okay. So the Dow is now down almost 400 points on the day. Man. That dog is something else, man. So our 34 is starting to pull down as well. So yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and settle with that 28.98. We're pretty close to it now. There we go. We just got filled. So, okay, that's not bad. And see, like I said, like clockwork, it's probably going to pull up a little bit now since I got out. But I'll take it. Good little first trade to start the day. Starting out green. So now we're up over $100 the last week of trading. So again, keep everything in perspective. 3-point profit. It's only like $15 right now. But what would a 3-point profit be on the E-mini? $150 of profit right there. And that trade took us, let's see, we got it. We were in that trade for about 18 minutes. So, I mean, we still made about $1 per minute. So I won't complain about that. So, as for now, though, I'm probably just going to sit for a little bit, let the market decide kind of what it's going to do. What I'm probably going to end up doing, honestly, is shorting anytime it gets close to either this 34 EMA or our SMA, our simple moving average, which I believe we have set at 180. Let me take a look here. Yeah, 180. So anytime we get up close to either the 34 or the 180 SMA, then I'll probably go ahead and short it today, especially if our RSI is probably going to be the SMA, because I see us honestly pushing through at some point and testing that SMA. At that point, I think we're probably going to go back down a little bit further to end the day. So a good first trade overall, but on that note, I'm probably going to go eat a little bit of breakfast soon because I have not ate yet today, and I know my fiance is starting to get up. I hear the baby upstairs. And man, I know that dog has to be getting annoying for the stream. But I will be hopping back on here in just a little bit. Just going to eat some breakfast and take care of a few things this morning. So like I said, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. That way you'll be notified every time we go live. I plan on going live here again in just a little bit, get everything moved upstairs, eat a little bit of breakfast and everything. And then I will hop back on live with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I should have labeled this like part 1 of the stream for today because, like I said, I'll be going back live again here in very shortly, probably the next hour, 2 at the most. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, definitely make sure to smash the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, hopefully you'll subscribe and check out our Discord group chat. We'd love to have you in there. But until next time, when I see you guys here in about an hour or so, keep on making those profits, covering your profits, and achieving your financial freedom. And I'll see you guys here in just about an hour or so. Take it easy, guys.